Hey, this is Dr. Shannon Tran, and I help busy professionals and executives get into alignment so they can achieve with a lot more ease and joy and enjoy time and freedom in their life. So today I want to share the importance of setting yourself and others up for success. And one of the things that I see with a lot of professionals, executives, and really just everyday people that you interact with is we all have certain beliefs about who we think we are. For myself, I believe I'm an introvert. So a lot of times I'll notice that I'll be shy in a crowd, or I might feel awkward with a bunch of group of people. And part of it is because I tell myself that I'm an introvert. And I'll even give reasons why I think I can't do some things. I'm not as friendly as some people because I'm an introvert. And the reason why I'm sharing that with you is because our beliefs about ourselves can limit our success and our ability to make an impact in the world. And you can never outlive your self-image. So if you want to reach another level of success, if you want to experience deeper fulfillment, if you want to be able to enjoy a whole new level of living, you've got to start to work on your self-image and begin to develop and expand your self-image. And so one of the ways that we identify our self-image is the beliefs that we have about ourselves. And you may find that you don't think you're worthy of good things, or maybe you don't believe you're as confident as other people, or maybe you believe that you don't have what it takes to reach your next level of success. Well, all of those beliefs will limit what you can experience in your life. And so the 3 steps that I'm going to share with you today are about how to get past those limitations and start to expand your self-image so you can grow into the bigger version of yourself. So here's tip number 1, is really watch your language. So your language will reveal to you what you think and believe. So notice what you tell yourself. Do you tell yourself that you're not capable of something? Do you tell yourself that other people are better than you? Do you tell yourself that you're not as confident as you need to be? So really pay attention to your language, and also pay attention to the language of the people around you. What do they say? So their limiting beliefs can impact you, right? If they don't think that you have what it takes, that's going to limit your ability to take risks or take chances, because you might be experiencing self-doubt or feeling their doubt. And what's really important is noticing the subtle ways that our language either sets people up for success or failure. For example, using the word try. So we may say to someone, try to get this project done by Friday, right? Try to finish your homework. If you're talking to your kid, try to finish your homework by 6 o'clock. The word try, you're already setting them up for doubt. You're already setting them up for failure. So really pay attention to use words that have more certainty, that have more confidence. For example, let's complete your work by 6 o'clock. If it's a project, I need this project by Friday. And then you can negotiate with the person. If for some reason they need more time, or they need some support, then you can work around it. But really looking at how your language can either set people or yourself up for success or not. And I remember when I was working on my language, I used to use the word worried a lot. About simple things, like I love pets and I have cats and dogs. And I remember I used to be so worried about my cat because he would go around and leave the house for a day and I didn't know where he was. And I would say to my husband, I'm so worried about our cat. Like, I'm so worried. Do you think he's okay? And what I realized is that word, using the word worried, would increase my anxiety, would make me feel on edge, would make me feel nervous. And what I started to do is shift the language and say, I wonder where our cat is. I wonder, if this is going to get done on time. And by shifting that one word, it substantially lowered my anxiety because I stopped worrying about things that really I had no control over, or I started to see the difference between something I was just curious about and I was wondering versus something I legitimately needed to be concerned about. And our language matters because your language is letting you know what you're feeling emotionally, psychologically, mentally. So really pay attention to your language and start to shift the language that you use with yourself and others. Tip number 1. Tip number 2 is pay attention to your body language. You know, when you're walking around, do you notice that your head is down or your shoulders are slumped? Or how do you hold yourself? So a lot of our language is nonverbal. About 70% of our language is actually nonverbal. So pay attention to how you sit and stand and hold yourself. That tells you how you're feeling about yourself in the world. If you're constantly looking down, not making eye contact, that's an indication of your self-image. And if you want to set yourself up for success, you might have to work on your body language and how you hold yourself. And that's why some people do power poses. I have an employee, I have a colleague, and I love it. When she was first applying to our department, she said that before her interview, she would do a power pose for 2 minutes. And what that did is it shifted her energy and got her into a state of confidence. And when she presented herself to the interview, she appeared a lot more confident. She was really bringing her best self to the interview. And she was able to really speak from a more confident position because she felt better physically. And I've seen some people where when they're so anxious, they're looking down or they're holding themselves in a certain way. It's actually going to reinforce negative feelings. So really pay attention to your body language. That's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is act like a winner, right? So talk like a winner, hold yourself like a winner, and act like a winner. Notice what actions you take. So recently I noticed that I needed to level up in an area of my life where I was volunteering. And I had been volunteering in my church in children's ministry just as an assistant. And so basically the assistant just helps out, really. There's not much of a role to do. And the main teacher was leaving. He was moving, and he's kind of talked to me privately and said, I really think you should be a teacher. I think you'd be great at it. And I noticed that I was kind of hemming and pawing, and I don't know, it sounds like a lot of work. I don't know if I can do it. And what I realized is I was holding myself back. I was playing small. And so instead I said yes, because I wanted to put myself in a position of stretching my self-image, of stretching my capacity and what I think I could do by taking action that's in alignment with the kind of person I want to be. The kind of person I want to be is someone who will take it to the next level, step up, take on more risk and more responsibility, be willing to be a leader. So really pay attention to the actions that you take, the actions you do take and the actions that you don't take. And when you can combine those 3, when you start to work on your language, when you begin to work on your body language, and when you begin to work on the actions that you take, you can start to get an alignment with the kind of person you want to be. So for example, if you want to take on the belief that you're worthy of good things, right? The belief that you're a winner, the belief that you deserve success, start to talk in a language that supports that belief. Start to hold yourself in ways that support that belief. Start to build skills and so forth, right? Being willing to assert yourself, ask for what you need, etc. And then 3rd, taking action that's in alignment. And this is exactly what I teach in my Set for Success Club. So I believe that success is a 3-step formula. Having the correct beliefs, having the skills to support and reinforce and anchor in those beliefs, and then taking inspired action. And what I do is I really help people create the 3-step formulas that they need to enjoy massive success. So Look, there's already someone interested in the club. So if that's something that you want to do, if you would like to learn more about the Set for Success Club, I'm going to go ahead and include a link in this video. All right, so this is Dr. Shannon Tran. Have a great day and wishing you all the happiness and success you deserve. Take care now.